Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. Still have a cold sore, still have herpes. It's a fun time. I got a package that I have no idea what this is. I think I have some idea, but we're gonna find out. So here, hold this. I'm gonna open it. Got my own cameraman. I'm professional. Literally, what is this?
A book?
Wait! Oh wait! I think I won a Goodreads giveaway! Oh shoot! I won a Goodreads Goodreads giveaway because I entered this. I didn't get an email or anything. Or maybe I did and I just didn't realize, but okay, well, I got an arc of City of Girls, which I don't know anything about. I think it's set in the it's set in 1940s New York theater world. I don't know. I've just heard good things about this, and wow, it's a big boy. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Well, there you go. Hey guys, I haven't talked to you guys in a really long time just because I haven't been reading that much. I have been reading The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa because the live show for the Trashback Book Club is tomorrow because it's Sunday. So that's pretty much the only thing I'm reading, and you guys know I don't really talk about my progress with those books because I want you guys to watch the live show. Kind of no point in the live show if I just tell my thoughts, you know? But I have been working on my bullet journal. Remember that at like the very beginning of my vlogging experience where I did like 2 pages of my February spread and I stopped? Well, I'm not in school anymore, so I figured I maybe could try it again. I don't know, again, how this is gonna last, if it's gonna last, but I've already done more than I did previously. So, yes, I'm just gonna show you guys my spread. I don't have a lot, so don't get too crazy. And I don't really know what else I'm going to insert, but anyways, I'm gonna stop blabbering and I'm just gonna show you. So this is my cover spread. I just did like little melons, and then I did a pride flag, and then I did the bisexual and the pansexual flag because they're related. As someone who identifies as bi, I don't really relate to the pansexual label, I guess, just because, I don't know, I've never connected with it. But guess what? It doesn't matter because other people do, and that is perfectly fine. So I thought I would put them together because they're always, you know, at odds with each other. And then I just put Happy Pride Month at the bottom. I don't really like that part, but you know, it's okay. And then over here I did books. I have my books read for the month. I know my paper bleeds, and I know that's probably irritating to you bullet journal people, but quite frankly, I don't care. And oh wait, actually, this is my bullet journal, by the way. This is actually a tarot card journal, obviously. Has the tarot card. But I have a different journal for my tarot readings. So anyways, but yeah, I know it's not like the proper paper or anything like that, but it is what it is. And I just have like the little books, and then I put little plant things. I am the worst artist ever, so be mindful of that. All right. These are my booktube ideas that I need to pre-film because I am going to Seattle soon. And then this is my last page I did. I definitely am going to have to change this if I do keep this up because it's not really that organized. So yeah, that was very disorganized and not great. I'm not a bullet journaler, okay? So, but yeah, I like my little theme. I did the like rainbows, obviously, because of the gays, and I don't know, we'll see if this works out. I don't have too much faith in myself. Hey guys, guys, it is Monday night. A little bit ago we ended the Trashback Book Club live show for The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, but I just finished Lullabies by Lang Leave. Lang Leave is from Thailand. I think I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 stars. My favorite poems in here are Patience, Her Words, and You. I do have quite a bit of other ones tabbed, but those are my favorite out of the book. I notice it's very interesting how with poetry, more so than other stories, it very much is dependent on your emotional state. It's very much depending on your situation, especially with these romance poetry collections. This isn't not nearly as erotic as Michael Faudett's work can be, which is Lang Leave's partner. Very similar writing style. She starts off the book with one of Michael Faudett's poems, so they are very closely related. But regardless of that, both very much love-based. That's the theme of their poetry, and it's interesting how it depends on what your relationship status is for you to relate to specific things. For example, first chapter in this book kind of deals with the first signs of love. The second chapter is where it really gets strong in the emotions, and then the final chapter is kind of like the breakup stage. And it's interesting for me because I am in a loving relationship right now that is going great and hopefully will continue to be going great. I only really loved the poems that were really sweet and romantic. The ending chapter I didn't really like because I didn't like reading about heartbreak and having a love lost, if that makes sense. So I didn't tab a whole lot of those because although I have experienced those emotions, I don't really connect myself to those anymore. I don't connect myself to those people anymore, and I don't like to dwell on that. So yeah, it's interesting in that aspect, and I feel the same way with Michael Faudett's poetry. I really enjoyed this. If you guys like modern poetry, I highly recommend Lang Leave and Michael Faudet, now that I have read both of them. I definitely love Michael's work a little bit more, but that's just because it's a little spicier, it's a little, but I enjoyed Lang's work as well. I am going to pick up either Vampire Academy right now, City of Bones, or a secret project that I'm working on, or a Greek play out of my Greek playbook. Lots of choices. I'll have to decide which one I'm going to do, but once I decide and once I keep reading, I will let you know. But I do think I need to update you guys on Torch Against the Night, because I know I haven't updated you guys on that quite yet. So I am now 65% done with A Torch Against the Night, and I am not really liking how the series is going right now. It's going on a more fantastical direction. Normally I would be okay with that, but it's the fact that the first book barely had any fantastical elements to it. I don't know. I feel like it needed to be addressed from the very beginning, and it needed to be a thing from the very beginning. And it was, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Just something happened with one of the main characters, and it kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm not really enjoying it that much, but I don't know, we'll see. Wow, okay, so I decided to start City of Bones because I have been wanting to reread the entire Shadowhunter Chronicles for a very long time, and this is the first one to do it. And I have only read one chapter, but I really have a lot of thoughts. First thought, I am still a slut for Isabel Lightwood. I have always been Isabel Lightwood's whore. I will continue to be that. And I don't know what to tell you. Literally, I feel like that is a universal concept that even if you hate the Mortal Instruments and the Shadowhunter world in general, we all agree that Isabel Lightwood is hot and deserves all the rights. So there's that on that. Love her so much. The second thing is I love Simon. I love him. I love his humor. At least off the bat. I have a feeling he's gonna get annoying as the book goes on, but for right now, I like his snarkiness. I can relate to him just like being dragged to a club where he doesn't even care and he's just in a t-shirt and jeans, and I really can appreciate Simon's energy right now. I love how Jace is literally just giving Clary demonology lessons as she's having a breakdown, and Isabel and Alec are literally just like, Jace, stop. Basically, Isabel and Alec just telling Jace to stop and Jace not listening. That is truly the entire Mortal Instruments. You're welcome for that synopsis. Another thing, a more generalized thing, the writing in here is good. It's not like groundbreaking. Cassie Clare can write some action scenes. Like, the action scenes in here are really nice. They're quick, to the point. They are very easy to visualize. Well, her setting in general is very easy to visualize, and that of course helps that it is an urban fantasy, so it doesn't rely on too much. But like the imagery with like pandemonium and the way she describes scenes, it's very, very easy to understand and get through, and I can very much appreciate that. I'm surprised at how well this is reading. Really excited to get back into this world because it's such a huge world, and it's so complex, and I'm already hearing some character names and I'm like, oh, I remember that motherfucker. I'm kind of feeling this right now. I'm kind of really excited to keep reading. I just got new tabs, but I have the normal one. So pink is love, anything, a scene that I love. Orange is funny moments. Yellow is lore, so any important facts that I think I need to tab. Green is annoyed. Blue is sad. This darker purple is going to be appearance, so if I want to make a note of what the characters look like, I want to do this because I want to get better at envisioning characters as the author intended to, as well as in case I want to, like, for instance, cosplay any characters in the future. Also, this will be for like diversity as well. And then this lighter purple is going to be for quotes. That's pretty much it. Just added 2 more tabs. Welcome to my humble abode, gays and gals. City Bones, I am on chapter 5, which is where Clary just gets to the Institute, and I made a note of it. It was page 30, that the bitch started to annoy me. It was a little bit before, but like 30 was like the definitive point. She is just so rude to my boy Simon, and listen, I know, I remember him getting annoying eventually, but for right now, he is just being a sarcastic, sassy little boy, being mean for no reason, and it's not like best friend banter, or if it is, it's just lost to me, but she's just rude. But so far she hasn't been a dumb bitch, so that is surprising. I thought she was a dumb bitch from the start, but she de-evolves into a dumb bitch, so that's good to know. Don't hate Jace yet. I like his sarcastic remarks, and from what I remember, I don't hate Jace until he gets super unnecessarily broody. I love me a broody man. We all know I'm a Will Herondale stan, but Jace just takes it to a whole nother level. He's like a disgraced member of My Chemical Romance, and he's mad about it, that he couldn't live up to Gerard Way's expectations, and he's bitter about it. That's Jace, whatever the fuck his last name is. I'm also on chapter 5 of Vampire Academy. I just love it. Like, I don't know what to say. Vampire Academy is just so good, and I really need to read more of Michelle Mead's work. I love it so much. Don't worry, guys. My gay ass self is tabbing every single point where it should have been gay. I have a color for it, so we're gonna see how interesting, how pink my book ends up being. But so far it has four tabs, so, and I'm only 60 pages in. Yeah, so this is an interesting point where I don't know if it's just me and my, like, internalized hatred of Clary. Maybe it's just because Clary just has always gotten on my nerves, so I get irritated with her more often. Possibly. I don't think that's the case. But Rose is a bitch, guys. Like, Rose is a snarky ass, that cool hot girl everybody invites to the parties, and like all the boys like want to that's Rose. And when I say that, it doesn't sound like a character I would like,
but I love her. She says whatever the fuck she wants to say to her superiors, her fellow students. Like, she does not care at all. She literally called Dimitri cheap foreign labor. And I also love how she owns her sexuality, and like, she is aware that she is hot, because in this world, Moroi, which are the vampires, they are more of like the high fashion model kind of body type. That's how they're built. So they have small chests, very narrow bodies. But Dhamphirs, because they have that human side of them, they are more voluptuous. And Rose is more voluptuous, and she is aware that that makes her more desirable to the vampires. She doesn't flaunt it necessarily, where she puts down the females like Moroi. She actually says like they would be more desirable in the human world because they look like models. And she just mentions how we always want what we can't have, and I like that. I don't know what the difference is between Rose and Clary. I don't know if I know how to articulate it correctly. I think it's just she's just funnier in her delivery, maybe. She's doing it to like strangers and like superiors. She's not doing it to her best friend, which Clary does on a daily basis. Maybe that's it. Rose is also a dumb bitch, and she admits to being a dumb bitch, so that's admirable as well. Reading wise, they're both being very enjoyable for me. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I think June is going to be a throwback month. I have been wanting to reread a bunch of old favorites. I'm already reading Vampire Academy and City of Bones. I am going to be rereading Sterling by Danica Dark for Smotheathon. There are some other ones that I'll probably throw in there. I'm rereading Percy Jackson. I'm rereading Three Dark Crowns. That's not really a throwback, but you guys get what I mean. Maybe I'll pick up Ink Exchange, which is the second book in the Wicked Lovely series. I don't know. I'm just feeling nostalgic, and I want to read throwback books. Hey, so I painted some more books. I painted Scythe. The one I had, like, the dust jacket was really messed up, and I kind of messed this one up as well with the tape, as you can see. So I just decided to go all out with the book because it was already kind of wonky anyways. So I put metallic gold paint on the two sides that matches the gold on the spine, and I think it turned out so good. And then I just did the edges black, and then I did Marina, as I told you guys I would do when I bought it. Boom! Oh, she is a sexy beast. I love red sprayed edges. All I ever do is wait for you, wait for you. All I ever do is wait for you, wait for you. All I ever do is wait for you, wait for you. All I ever do is wait for you, wait for you. So I finished A Torch Against the Night. First of all, I gave the book 3 out of 5 stars. And then looking back, I don't think I liked any of the book. The star of the book was Afia. Afia is such a bad bitch. We stand her in this house, but other than that, not a fan. I can't tell if it's second book syndrome. I just am not really enjoying how the story is going, or the book just wasn't as great. I feel like the plot was all over the place. A lot of stuff just kind of happened out of nowhere, and I don't know if that's because I just missed
some clues in the first book. I don't know what it is about these characters, but I'm just not into them. Like, I'm not connected to any of them. Elias is just basic YA love interest. Like, he's not anything special. He's the broody, compassionate, selfless type, which is fine, and it doesn't necessarily bother me. I can't connect to him in any way, and I think it's probably just because he's so serious all the time, and we don't really get to see his actual personality other than him just, like, running for his life, which is understandable, but it's just like, it prevents me from connecting with him. And then Laya, she's just bland to me. I feel like she hasn't had enough character development. I don't feel her. And then Helene can choke. I don't even understand her point in this book. She can leave at any time she wants. I don't like her. Why are we supposed to feel sorry for her? I'm confused. Like, are we supposed to sympathize with her? I don't get it. As far as spoilers go, though, if you haven't read the book and you don't want to be spoiled for it, just mute this until the book cover goes away. First of all, Keenan deserved better. I will die on my hill that Laya and Keenan would have been so much more interesting, so much more chemistry. Even in the first book, I loved them way more than Elias. And I knew something was going to happen to him because obviously Elias is the main love interest. But a demon? Really, Saba? A demon? Come on. I think that's so stupid. And it doesn't really make sense. The fact that he is a demon, okay. So are we just supposed to ignore the fact that Laya lost her virginity to a demon? It's always the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. Laya's a kinky bitch. If Keenan is a demon, the demon has more game than Elias, and I don't know what to say. And then the whole thing with Elias as the soul searcher, soul catcher, whatever it's called. I really zoned out that entire section from the very beginning with the Ifrit. Like, I no care whatsoever about that whole plot. And then the fact that, like, Laya can turn invisible, well, that's pretty convenient. It's just those two things are just the things I'm talking about, where it's just like it came out of nowhere. That was just my spoilery thought, so if you guys were curious on how my Keenan shipping ass stands, still love him, still stand, that is all. I made myself a little salad. I have been trying to, you know, eat healthier and less carbs. I got this recipe from my best friend. It is just spinach, avocado, dried cranberries or like craisins or anything like that. Usually she uses a raspberry dressing, which I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. I got all fancy with it and I used balsamic vinegar. This one is black currant. It is from Monterey's olive bar, whatever. I fucking love balsamic vinegar so much. It makes me feel like a fancy bitch and it's so good. And then the cheese that I usually use is feta, but when I went to the grocery store, I didn't have it. So I used cotija cheese, which I am 100% pronouncing so incredibly wrong. I apologize to any Spanish-speaking viewers out there. But cotija cheese is like a salt-enriched cheese. Like, it's very salty. So I thought it would go, perhaps. So we're just gonna try it and see how it goes. Pretty damn good. Please, if you have any salad recipes, please comment them down below. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Alright, you guys, so I am just going to close off this vlog because I know I'm probably not going to do much reading, and even if I do, I'm not going to finish any books. So this week I finished The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. I finished Lullabies by Lang Lee, which I also gave 4 out of 5 stars. And then I finished Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars. I also started City of Bones and Vampire Academy, so hopefully I can maybe finish them in the next reading vlog. We shall see. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you didn't, there's always next week. Bye!